Distinguished guests from the state of Kuwait, trustees of Claremont McKenna College, Dean of the Faculty Gregory Hess, Mayor of Claremont, representative from Congressman David Dreyer's office, our esteemed faculty, students, staff, and friends representing the Claremont colleges. Good afternoon and welcome to the honorary degree ceremony for His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Sabah Al Salam El Sabah, the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of the State of Kuwait. Your Excellency, you honor us by coming all this way to be with us on this occasion. We warmly welcome you back to the great state of California, to Southern California and Los Angeles, to the Claremont colleges, to the village of Claremont, but most especially to your alma mater, Claremont McKenna College. I'd also like to welcome the accompanying distinguished Kuwaiti delegation. We are very, very honored to have so many of you here today. And I would like to especially welcome several of you. Your Excellency, Sheikh Dr. Ahmed Nasser El Sabah, the head of Cabinet of the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs. Your Excellency, Sheikh Salam Abdullah El Sabah, Ambassador of the State of Kuwait to the United States. Your Excellency, Dr. Khalid El Sabah, Undersecretary of the Ministry of Higher Education of Kuwait. Your Excellency, Ambassador Moyi Eldin El Falej, the Consul General of the State of Kuwait here in Los Angeles. At this time, I would like to welcome and introduce our Mayor of the City of Claremont, California, Her Excellency, Ms. Linda Elderkin.
I shall look at my watch and say good afternoon, just barely. As Mayor of the City of Claremont, I am really delighted to be here today to join Claremont McKenna College in honoring His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Sabah Al Salam Al Sabah. It is a great joy for our city to have all of you here. But I want you to know that Claremont McKenna College is a vibrant and integral part of our city. Its beautiful campus, distinguished faculty, and outstanding students are an essential part of our identity as a community. This commitment to outreach here has brought countless residents and visitors to share in the lively intellectual life of this college. And CMC has educated generations of leaders who have and continue to shape our world on a local, national, and international level. Today, on behalf of the City of Claremont, the City Council, I would like to present His Excellency with this recognition and warmly welcome you back to Claremont, as he hasn't been here, he told me, since he graduated, lo, those many years ago. So it's a delight to have him and all of the delegation here, and I want to welcome him back as we celebrate your accomplishments in a long and very distinguished career. So, here we are. This is a recommendation.
Thank you, Mayor Elderkin. For anyone to receive an honorary degree from Claremont McKenna College, it has to be done with a vote of the faculty. In fact, for anyone to receive any degree from Claremont McKenna College, first of all, takes a vote of our distinguished faculty. After that vote has been taken, it then is presented to the college's Board of Trustees for its recognition and approval before the college can award a degree. It's fitting that we would have remarks today recognizing both parts of this process, and I am very delighted that we have Trustee Christopher Walker, class of 1969, here today to give remarks in behalf of himself and his fellow trustees.
Thank you. Distinguished guests, my friend and distinguished fellow trustee Ray Rummy, President Gann, the Mayor of Clermont, our extraordinary faculty of teacher scholars, CMC students, staff and friends, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Claremont McKenna College, I bid you a warm welcome to the honorary degree ceremony for His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Sabah Al-Salim Al-Sabah. Your Excellency, you honor us with your presence. Thank you for coming. We welcome you warmly back to Claremont McKenna College and a very beautiful day. I would especially like to welcome the eminent delegation from the state of Kuwait. Kuwait is a long-standing and very close friend of the United States, and it is our honor to welcome you to the state of California and to have you on our beautiful campus for this auspicious and memorable occasion. The strong diplomatic and educational ties between our two countries have further strengthened our deep friendship. CMC is very proud to have Kuwaiti students and alumni among its many distinguished graduates and friends. In recognition of our country's strong friendship with the state of Kuwait, it is my honor to extend a special welcome on behalf of the Board of Trustees at Claremont McKenna College to His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Ahmed Nasser Al-Sabah, the head of cabinet of the Deputy Premier and Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Sheikh Salim Abdullah Al-Sabah, Ambassador of the State of Kuwait in Washington, D.C., His Excellency Dr. Khalid Al-Saad, the Undersecretary of the Ministry of Higher Education, who is himself a graduate of one of the Claremont colleges, having earned his Ph.D. From one of our sister institutions, the Claremont Graduate University, and His Excellency Ambassador Muyi Al-Din Al-Fileje, the Consul General of the State of Kuwait in Los Angeles. We're all here together this early afternoon in this bright California sunshine to honor our distinguished graduate, His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Al-Sabah, the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Kuwait. His Excellency came to our campus as a young man, all the way from Kuwait to major in economics. He applied himself, he worked hard, and he graduated from CMC in 1978 with honors. He was immediately accepted to Harvard University, where he continued his exemplary study of economics at the graduate level, earning a PhD in economics and Middle East studies at one of the great universities of the world. We trust that CMC played an important part in preparing for his studies at Harvard. The mission of Claremont McKenna College is to educate its students for thoughtful and productive lives and responsible leadership in business, government, and the professions. His Excellency has lived this mission, and he serves as an example to all the students in this room. He's an extraordinary individual and one whom CMC proudly calls its own. Following his studies in the United States, His Excellency chose to work in public service, in the service of his country, the state of Kuwait, the Gulf region, and international diplomatic community. He chose to work in diplomacy, and he moved through its most senior ranks, working tirelessly to promote mutual understanding and diplomatic solutions to the many thorny problems of this age. CMC is deeply proud to have him amongst its most distinguished graduates and alumni. The conferring of honorary degrees is a celebration in which a university acknowledges significant contributions made by men and women to public service, science, literature, and the arts. We acclaim the accomplishments of extraordinary men and women, and we proudly associate ourselves with these individuals. Such a man is our graduate, Sheikh Dr. Mohammed Al-Sabah, There is a dichotomy between leading and serving, between leadership and service to one's family, to one's community, and to one's country. During his very distinguished career, Sheikh Mohammed has exemplified the best of what we teach at CMD. Indeed, he has led and he has served. In his role as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Kuwait, he comes to us today following several days of intensive meetings and consultations with the highest levels of the United States government. We are aware that he is working on some of the truly most difficult, complex, and important issues facing our two countries today, and we are very proud of this. As Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Kuwait Fund for Arab Economic Development, a position which he is certainly qualified to hold, given his undergraduate degree in economics from Clermont McKenna and his graduate work in economics at Harvard University, His Excellency leads the second oldest development fund in the world. Only the International Monetary Fund is older than the Kuwait Fund, which was established in 1961, immediately after the founding of the state of Kuwait. To date, the Kuwait Fund has financed hundreds of infrastructure projects totaling more than $14 billion. Last year, under the leadership of His Excellency, the Kuwait Fund supported 18 new projects in the Middle East, Africa, East and South Asia, and Central Asia, and Europe, and also provided technical assistance to Cambodia and Laos for the first time. Under his leadership, the number of countries benefiting from the fund's assistance has risen to 104. Finally, and in closing, I would like to move from the global to the personal level. This is because His Excellency has also entrusted CMC with his own son, Duwaji Mohammed Al-Sabah, who will graduate from CMC in just 2 weeks. Duwaji has been one of the student leaders on the campus. He has been very personally involved in ensuring the success of the new Arabic program at CMC, of which we are all very proud. Duwaji has been a big brother to many students in the Arabic program, attending the cultural events and seminars and helping to explain some of the traditional cultural intricacies to our students as they work hard to perfect their Arabic language skills. He's helped to foster an atmosphere where the learning of Arabic is fun and enjoyable for all the difficulty of the language. For this, we thank him. We thank his father for their hard work, their leadership, and for working to promote mutual understanding between our countries. The CMC Board of Trustees and the faculty are committed to offering an outstanding program at the Claremont Colleges in Arabic language and culture and Middle Eastern studies. And we are fortunate to have such a distinguished alumni from the Gulf on which to base these academic developments and offerings. We have a mutual interest in educating young men and women in the United States and in the Middle East in history, international relations, strategic studies, language, and culture, so that we may work together to promote peaceful understanding among our countries. We are therefore truly honored